we might as well start with the first brown case here.
Let's start with the headliner. Be careful with Italian restaurants you go to in Sherman Oaks, California, because trouble can be brewing.
Yeah.
This showed up at a place called Baroni's Italian Restaurant in Sherman Oaks during a Christmas party for a bunch of like-minded guitar geeks. It was painted red, had no parts on it, because the box of parts my friend David had left at his guitar shop. He's a luthier, David Neely. And he'd taken all the parts off of it, including the original pickups and hardware and pots and harness, everything, tuners, and left it behind. It was just a husk when I saw it. And it was painted red. And what it turned out to be, probably one of my best discoveries ever.
Look at that top.
This is Lazarus, risen from the dead. It was purchased in 1963 by the guy I got it from, and for $100. And in 1967, he said, I don't like all these
All that
lines.
flame on there, it's distracting.
It looks like my end table. So he painted it candy apple red. One of the things is, to identify these kind of guitars, is a lot of your information is underneath this pickup, which is the original pickup. This, underneath here, there's a neck tenon. And luckily, what he didn't paint over was the neck tenons and the pickup route here, and he did not paint inside of here. Good idea if you're going to refinish a 59 Les Paul. Please do not refinish a 59 Les Paul.
Don't do that.
Yes, please don't. But he lucked out, because you can identify what it is by here, here, you can a little bit in here, generally here and here, center seam. I said, I know exactly what this is. There was some disagreement at the table, and again, there was some merriment and lots of Ubers by the end, and some speculated it was conversion, some said it was a 68. I go, no. Look at the Holly veneer, which is original to the guitar. The box of parts comes out. I see two wonderful M69 rings. I see two PAFs untouched. I go, like it. See the knobs, I see the harness, and then I go, do you have the pots? Luckily, the entire harness was intact, and it read the 7th week of 1959. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, what is it? So I took a chance. I made the guy an offer. He wanted the guitar restored, and he brought in this Gibson ad to David, and he pointed to this photo of the sunburst Les Paul and said it used to look like this, and can you restore it? And my budget is $1,500. So instead of, maybe he doesn't want to sell it, and whatever. I said, but I gave him the offer, and he goes, okay, I'll call him. And it must have been enticing enough, because by the time I'd walk down the stairs at Neely Guitars, across the street to Guitar Center, because I needed to go get some Ernie Ball guitar strings, because I didn't have any at the house. In the middle of the intersection on Sunset and Gardner, I get a call from David, who I just saw 30 seconds ago.
You're like 500 yards away.
Less.
Yeah.
Right. You could have shouted out the window at me. Come back. He goes, come back. He goes, he'll take your offer. I sent it to Kim LaFleur the next day after getting a check. And Kim started to kind of look at it, and he started to sand off a little bit right here underneath the red, and he went right for Kim knows what he's looking at. He knows what he's doing. Best in the biz, in my opinion. And he goes for want to find out if there's a center seam. So you see this seam, you go, oh, nice, great. My hypothesis was correct. Then all of a sudden, all this wood shows up, and you're like, whoa.
Wow.
And so it's a refinished 59 Les Paul named Lazarus, and it sounds wonderful. This thing had been under red paint for over 50 years. And now it's a sunburst Les Paul again, and getting a second lease on life. And it feels a lot like guitars in the Carmelita range, Nicky range, Snakebite range, and it's kind of got a skinnier profile 59 neck, which I like. But it's a wonderful story, it's a wonderful guitar, and it's the original case. It just goes to prove this stuff is still out there.
No.
It's not all spoken for, it's still out there. So there's Guitar 1, Lazarus.